So, good morning. In our last class, we studied the entity relationship design for the company database. So, with that, today we shall look into two topics, that is the specialization and generalization. So, this specialization and generalization, so this is with regard to the superclass and subclass relationships. So, just like in object oriented programming, we'll have the concept of the superclass and child class or parent class. So the same relationships can be established among the entities also. Okay. So if you consider the example over here, an employee will be having these attributes, and additional attributes will be present for some entities. So for example, uh, secretary. So secretary will have a typing speed. So whose main job is to type, and engineer will have a special attribute, that is the engineer type. So technician will have the grade. So a subclass is defined in the order to group the entities to which these attributes are applied. So the members of a subclass will still be having the majority of the attributes that are there in the superclass. So if you observe here, all the four attributes of the secretary belong to the employee, and only one additional attribute is present. So such kind of relationships can be established among the entities. So here employee will act as the superclass, whereas the other three will be called as subclasses. So why do we need um, relationships and our specialization? So some relationship types may be participated only by entities that are members of the subclass. So there will be a relationship type that are participated by only subclass. So suppose if we want to establish a relationship between one entity and a secretary entity, then only the secretary entities will participate in that relationship. So not all the entities will participate. So there will be such applications where not all entities will participate in a relationship, but only the entities of a subclass will participate. So that's the reason why we need this subclass concept. So subclasses versus superclasses. So superclasses means is nothing but the parent class, and the subclass is the child class. So the set of entities of each subclass is also a subset of the entities of the superclass. For example, all the entities that belong to the secretary class will also belong to the employee class. So the relationship between a superclass and one of its subclass is called as superclass bar subclass or class subclass relationship. So there are few properties of superclass and subclasses. So the member entity of a subclass will still be representing the real world entity of a superclass. So subclass member is the same as the entity in superclass, but it will have additional attributes, or we call it as a specific role it will be playing in the real world. So some employees will be playing the role of a secretary, some employees as a technician. So like that, along with all other attributes, so some specific roles will be played. So just like in our college database, there will be staff members who are teaching staffs. So some technical staffs will be there, some non-technical staff will be there. So that is the specific role an entity plays in the application. So while we implement the superclass and subclass relationship, a member of a subclass may be represented as a distinct database object. So which means a distinct record that is related via a key attribute to its superclass entity. So for example, so how we can accompany these secretary and technician in the database? For them, what we can do is we can create one more table where we will be holding the employee ID, that is the SSN, along with that the specific role type. So that is a new table. So conceptually, so it is like this. So these things. But when we want to implement this, what we can do is we can write one is employee table and another table will be there where we will have only attribute, that is the SSN and type of employee. So in place of type of employee, we can store secretary, engineer or technician. So that is how we implement this kind of relationship. So subclass member is the same as the entity in superclass but in a different role. So an entity cannot be present in the database just by being a member of subclass. So it means it has to be a member of superclass also. So there will be no existence of a subclass entity without being a member of superclass. So we cannot have a secretary who is not an employee. So first it has to be an employee, then they can become the secretary entity. So another property is an entity can be a member of more than one subclass. So for example, if we have a subclass called as salaried employee, so an employee can belong to a subclass engineer as well as salaried employee. So it can belong to more than one subclass. So and also every entity in superclass need not be a member of some subclass. So there can be employees who do not belong to any of the subclasses. So this is the another property of superclasses. So when we have this concept of superclass and subclass, there comes the concept of inheritance. So inheritance in normal programming terminology, so it is a relationship between the two objects where one object will by its definition will possess all the attributes of the another class or object, which we call it as a parent object. So here also the type of an entity is defined by its attribute it possesses and the relationship type it participates in. So an entity is a member of a subclass, it inherits all the attributes of entity of its superclass. So and also it can participate in all the relationship that the superclass participates. So a secretary will have all the attributes of employee, and also a secretary entity can participate in all the relationships that the employee participates in. So that's the meaning of inheritance over here. So this is the pictorial representation. So an employee will have the following attributes. So from an employee, so it is the symbol for connectivity. Then this is the subset. So symbol, that is the U sub symbol. So employee secretary will have additional attribute typing speed. Employee as a technician will have a grade, and engineer as a engineer type. So this is the pictorial representation of the inheritance or superclass subclass relationship in ER diagrams. So again, the relationships can also be represented over here. So same things, employee, another set, it is the salaried employee, hourly employee, and this hourly employee can belong to a trade union also. So here if you observe, an employee is not being in a relationship with the trade union, but the its one of its subclasses is in relationship with the trade union. So the only the employee subsets are indicated in this particular diagram, whereas all other relationships are not specified. So now specialization. So the process of defining a set of subclasses for an entity, so it is called as the specialization. So that distinction between the superclass and a subclass, so that is called as this specialization. So the set of subclasses that forms a specialization is defined on the basis of having a distinguishing characters. So the terminology that is used for superclass, subclass, those that relationship, it is specialization. So for example, over here secretary, engineer, technician. So it's a specialization of employee based on the nature of the job. The same entity may belong to several specialization. So for example, as we have already seen, an employee can be a salaried employee as well as hourly employee. And based on the job, an employee can be secretary, engineer or technician. So if we consider one entity of employee, so that can be salaried employee over here and a secretary over here, or a salaried employee and an engineer. So like this. So a subclass can also participate in specific relationship types. So just like hourly employees participate in the trade union. So this is the representation of specialization in ER diagrams. So here it is the superclass, then the relationships with its specific attributes of the subclasses. So super, E1 and E2 are the subclasses along with their attributes. So this is the notation for representing the specialization. So a specialization, finally we can define it as a process which allows us to define a set of subclasses for an entity uh, and can establish additional specific attributes for each subclasses, and also we can establish additional specific relationship types between a subclass and other entity types. So that was about specialization. And the other opposite of that specialization concept is the generalization. So it's a reverse process. So it defines a generalized entity type from a given entity types. So for example, so a generalization. So if you observe here, so we have two entities, that is the car as well as the truck. So car will have vehicle ID, maximum speed, number of passengers, license number, then the price. Whereas on the other side, the vehicle ID, tonnage, number of axles, license plate, price are present in the truck entity. So number of the tonnage indicates it is the number of tons of goods it can carry. Then number of axles that particular wheel is having. So those are the attributes present in the truck. So when we generalize these two entities, car and truck, into a vehicle, so the common attributes will become the attributes of this vehicle type. So for example, vehicle ID, it is present in both. So both are having the vehicle IDs. So vehicle ID will become part of this particular one. Then both are having prices. So price will come over here. Then license plate number. So here also it is there, here also. So we are putting together these three things in the vehicle, and then we can include the other attributes, that is the speed, passengers in the subclass. So here again the other things include the tonnage and the number of axles in the subclass called as truck. So this concept of merging the two entity types into a parent entity type and then defining the um, subclasses. So this particular process, it is called as generalization. So, so we can view car and truck as a specialization of vehicle, and alternatively we can view vehicle as a generalization of car and truck. So if we move from the superclass to the child class, then that process is called as specialization. And if we move from the subclasses to the superclasses, then that process is called as generalization. So generalization suppresses the differences that we have among the different entity types by identifying their common features and generalize them into a single superclass, and all other original attributes that are present will become the attributes of subclasses. So the decision as to which process, generalization or specialization, is more appropriate in a particular situation, so that depends on the application developer, how we want to represent the entities in the database. So these are the concepts, topics, so that are in the first module. So with this we have completed them. In our next class, so we will study the SQL. So we will directly go to the SQL part of the module 2. So in module 2 we have relational algebra and few other things, but we will start with the SQL, that is the structured query language, and we will study the concepts of how to create a table and all those things. So which is required for lab exercises also. So for the next couple of classes, the theory concepts and the laboratory concepts, so we will merge together and will study them uh, with the uh, practice and by creating and using the Oracle software. So again, I will repeat, if any of you is yet to install the Oracle, so install it, so that tomorrow we'll start programming in Oracle, and we will try to create all the tables, and we'll also study the basics of the software, that is the Oracle, and we'll create all the database which we have discussed, the college database as well as the employee database. So along with that, later on we'll discuss the laboratory sessions also. Okay, so these are the basic things that are required for laboratory we will study. So that is part of both theory as well as lab. So these are the few questions from the module 1. So you can take a screenshot of this. So today we'll uh, wind up over here, so you can enter your attendance so in the chat and exit. So note down these questions or take a screenshot of these.